What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Is you feeling good in the hood? Is you feeling good in the hood? Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it, church. Let's get it. Family, what's going on, man? Family, what's going on? What's going on? Everybody go ahead, take your seats, take your seats, take your seats. All right. Hold on, let's get some banners popping in here. Hold on, let's get the church together. All right, let's get banners popping. I think some of y'all already. I think some of y'all already dropping some plates in the. Damn, I ain't never see a church be anxious to give the collections, but in this church, that's how we navigate in the Word of Christ. All right, that's how we navigate in the Word of God here. Ain't never walk into no church and motherfuckers outside like, come on, Pastor, we got this money to give you. Where you at? Let's start this service and get them plates rolling. All right? But in this church, that's how we move. Right? Because we understand to receive prosperity, you have to walk in the act of prosperity first. All right, family. You know I got to pull out my all right. All right, gang? To manifest an abundant lifestyle, you have to move in abundance first, family. Pastors be having Tourette's in this mug. Pastors be animated as... Nigga, if you don't... Nigga hitting the robot in that mug, sit your ass down, Pastor. Oh, I'm bugging. Hold on. Were y'all even able to hear me? Because my mic not even. Okay. Y'all was picking up my computer mic. My mic not even connected. I would have been mad as hell. All that gibberish I was just saying didn't get recorded. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Does the audio hit different now, family? Is the audio hitting different now? Okay. All right. Pastor got a little bit of that Sunday blood of Christ in his cup, so don't mind the little pre-sweat. You know, sometimes that worship energy just starts getting me heat before I even start expressing it, family. While still just cooking up inside the internal, that's what gets the pastor's temperature heightened around here. So that's all it is, family. That's all that is. All right. Sister Scott Owl in the building. That is one of my most devoted sisters. That is one of my most devoted sisters now. All right. I know Sister Scott Owl is going to be here to the end of this church. All right. She is down to fight any form of spiritual warfare this church receives. In the name of the Lord, Ashe. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. All right. Continue. Take your seats, family. Take your seats. Brother Darren Wells in the building. Plates ready. Brother got the plates ready. Good and ready for a church on a Sunday night. Ashe, brother here for service, another devoted church member. All right, brother. All right, brother. All right. Church members, please come on in and take your seats. Y'all know how pastor is. No children tonight. All right, no children church tonight. We talking about Scorpio things. So when I put on the bulletin board in the lobby, guys, children are not allowed in night service this week. This is why, family. All right, so if the kids is here, go ahead, set them into the car or send them down to the playroom. All right, Sister Agatha, yeah, can you just single file the kids into the playroom? Thank you. All right, a little bit too much eighth house activity that has the potential to be spread in this word, and we don't want to toxify these kids' minds. All right, they haven't developed the membranes, the spiritual membranes to digest this type of activity. You hear me, family? You hear me, family? We ain't hiding the wisdom from the kids. We're guiding the wisdom into the kids at a reasonable time in their life. That's all I'm saying, baby. That's all I'm saying. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Pastor was all relaxed, but as soon as I get on this podium, family, the Holy Ghost just gets up in my vessel. All right. All right, guys. Sister Jasmine Hobson in the building. I see you, Jazzy. I see you, Jazzy. Brother from the hip in the building. All right. Plates ready. I be hoping he does the I wake up at 5 a.m. to get to the gym and get my day started because I'm at 5 because I'm team at 5 a.m. I'll be falling asleep at 5. Yo, brother from the hip, listen, a lot of things gonna change from this point on, all right? A lot of things about to change. All right. We're gonna have to do better with some attendance around here, Pastor. I am open to you guys holding Pastor accountable. All right. All right. All right, all right, all right. All right, all right. Sister Marsha Empress in the building. Okay. Sister ain't missing no service neither. Ajed Uve in the building. What's going on, family? Sister Bree London in the building. All right. I've been sick all day, but the curing is on its way, sister. The curing is on its way. If you believe the curing is on its way, sister. The church and I believe your curing, all right, is in your path and is waiting for you, sister. All right. So the church is sending healing vibrations to Sister Bree. We hope your healing comes overnight, sister. All right. All right. We cannot have no ill or weak church congregation members. We're gonna uplift their spirit any chance we get, family. Ashe. Q in the building. All right. Thank you for the happy belated wishes, family. Pastor enjoyed his birthday this weekend. Right. Nice settled dinner, couple of drinks with the kinfolk. I can't complain. I can't complain, y'all, because I'm feeling divine and favored. All right. Highly favored at that. All right, family. So I appreciate the congregation with all the love wishes and support. It really hits home, family. All right. All right. Ashe, ashe, ashe. All right. S4V E1SU in the building. All right. Antoine Adams in the building. What's going on, brother? Okay. Scorpio season. Where the Scorpios at? Y'all are leading the service today. Sister Tracism in the building. All right, happy belated sister. I seen your comment on that. What's that app you young kids use now? The Instagram, the gram crack, yeah, Instagram. Yeah. I seen your comment, sister. Glory be to God. Glory. I seen your comment and hit one of my glories. All right, but I told y'all them glories take a lot of energy out of me, so they got to come in a timely manner. All right, family. Sister Tracism, thank you. All right, I knew you was going to be present at service, sister. First live in my new era. Yep, you're on to something, Sister Tamara. You are definitely correct about that. All right, let's embrace all the newness that we can around this time. All right, if you missed the announcements earlier, if you're just taking your seat, Sister Scarred, I was updating everybody in the comment section. No kids tonight, family. No kids tonight. Take them, send them to the playroom downstairs, family. All right, we got a little bit of 8th house activity. You know the devil was active in the time of the 8th house. All right, the devil was working, family. So this energy is not received. All right, it ain't gonna be received so well if you don't have some spiritual muscle to flex up out here. Need some spiritual strength when we talk about this 8th house energy. Let alone talk about it navigating the mug. All right, so that's what we're gonna get into tonight, man. That's what we're gonna get into. All right. Thank you, IMC. Appreciate it. Appreciate all of you guys, family. Sister Belle Papillon in the building. Another devoted church member. Appreciate you, sister. I hope you enjoyed your season as well, sister. All right. Shout out to all my Scorpios and Libras in the building. Hope you guys enjoyed your season, family. Some of you niggas like, don't stop the bullshit, boy. We got 48 hours left, nigga. We got 48 hours left. Calm your ass down. All right. Don't be so let us do our thing, y'all. Let us do our thing. All right. The cusp babies, we be low-key forgotten a little bit. Cause by the time our birthdays get close and shit, y'all's already on to the next. God damn, let the season fully close out. All right. All right, family. What's going on? What's going on? Hope everybody's feeling well. All right. I hope we were able to handle some relationship business over the weekend. Okay. We know we had that moon in Capricorn transit. We actually was just dealing with a dose of Saturn energy over the weekend in general, guys. The moon got into Capricorn, and now we're starting the week with the moon in Aquarius. All right. So Sun in Libra, relationship activity. We get into the end stages. We know the sun is making a new entering a new cycle this week. Okay, so this weekend was more so putting some finishing touches when it comes into understanding the foundation, Capricorn, the foundation, the structure to our relationship. Before the sun gets his narrow minded ass out of Libra, all right, those are the things that we need to be focusing on within the midst of these 72 hours, all right, next 48 hours with the sun entering Scorpio. Does your relationship activity have that foundation and structure? There's always going to be disagreements and things that go left in partnerships, but as long as our foundation is solid, we always have that to rely on. We always got our mutual rules and guidelines and standards to things to rely on. I keep telling y'all, stop winging your relationships, family. They need some foundation. They need some roles, family. No roles ain't no direction. All right. No organization leads into scatteredness, family. You're going to be scattered out in the world without foundation in your partnership dynamics. And this is partnerships on all levels, guys. It's partnerships on all levels, all right? So not just y'all intimate relationships, but there's a lot of things. This is Saturn energy, guys. So a lot of y'all that are participating in any type of group efforts with people in y'all lives, you probably felt that influence to make sure you tidy up on things dealing with the structure and foundation of this partnership, the numbers, the percentages, the schedule, get everything right about it. Get everything right about it. A lot of y'all this weekend started to feel like, you had to have that conversation, right? That communicates how we can fit into each other's schedule a little bit more, how we could work around certain resistance in this relationship. Some people had to be a little bit, it's once again cardinal air energy. So anytime, whatever energy the moon was under, we was very kind of confident in communicating some of these things. So over the weekend, a lot of you guys felt like a lot of cardinal signs received this energy. Cancers, Capricorns, Aries, how to communicate like, no, I can't go another week. We not lay some foundation down after what just happened with that little thing and you with that other girl. That's how y'all was talking to y'all man this weekend. All right, we got to put some law down. Either I get the passcode or I'm gone. I can't live my life like this no more. Some of y'all felt like y'all needed some more law, some more Saturn in your relationship. There were some things you had to cut out, some things you had to set intention to start building. Some of y'all had to cut out the third parties. Let's talk about that, family. Anybody that ever been in a real relationship know about the third party. If you ain't ever been in a real relationship, you don't know nothing about third party energies and relationships. All right? You ever be get into it with your twin, with your mate, with your soulmate, with your karmic buddy, with your toxic partner, with your soul tie, whatever we want to call it. Sneaky link, your situations, ship participant out this mother flipper. You ever get into an argument with one of these mother flippers? You feel me? And y'all make a decision, it's like, you know what? Anytime we get into some shit, the shit can't leave here. It gotta stay between me and you. We can't be having all these outsiders in our shit, babe. Your friends be fucking shit up, babe. They be fucking shit up and you don't even see it. I'm the only nigga seeing it. All right? I ain't gonna tell my bros no more about your shit. Don't tell your funky ass friends no more about my bullshit. Let's keep our shit in our shit. Some of y'all had to lay some of that Saturn down. That's what you had to cut out in your relationships. The third parties. All right? Tell your mama stop calling me. After every time we get into some shit, I wake up, missed calls of your mama. You know I love your mama, but you gonna have your mama call me in the one of these wrong days. I'm gonna have to let it go on Miss Johnson. I don't want to do Miss Johnson like that. Stop telling your mom about everything between me and you. All right? And by the way your mama was talking to me the other day on the phone, I don't know if she really want to get. All right. Anyways, I ain't gonna bring that up. I'm just saying, mama act like she was trying to hitting me with the you so young and handsome. All right. How old are you again? 30? It's 30 the new 20, boy. That's how you know Miss Johnson start saying dumb shit like that. Young man, how old you turn, young man? I just turned 30 over the weekend. Oh, no wonder. 30 is like the new 20. All right, young man. They don't make them like you no more. Excuse me, boy. I'm so sorry. Anyways, anybody seen Pastor Miss Johnson? I told you last week, Miss Johnson. Sun entering Scorpio, Mercury getting up in there tomorrow. This ain't the week for the bullshit, Miss Johnson. Push my buttons if you want. I'm gonna take you somewhere I don't think you can see. All right. Don't know if you're ready to go there yet. Shout out to church congregation members still taking their seats. Shout out to Sister Steph in the building, Sister Aquarius in the building, Sister Lyra in the building. Thank you, family. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. God couldn't have given me more gracious congregation members. He couldn't have. Sister Ebony in the building, Sister Amber G in the building. Devoted, beautiful sisters right there. Pastor be trying to flirt on the low. Devoted, beautiful, black, thick, Nubian, juicy sisters. Excuse me. Nice to see you, sisters. You guys just looking good. That's all. Pastor started getting a little too descriptive. You know, Pastor's imagination is wild. It's like, the pastor just called Miss Clark a thick, juicy Nubian sister. I might have to start looking for another church. I don't know if the pastor or Scorpio season. I really don't know which one. You got to watch him. All right, y'all. So, black, juicy, tender, rich chocolate, godly, divinely shaped vessel, feminine, soft, gentle, divine, spiritual, smart sister. Yeah. Hey yo, Pastor be trying now. Pastor be trying it. Pastor gotta have a life too, family. All right. Pastor has to have a life too. All right. But hold on, let me just make sure, just in case anybody. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, y'all. I just gotta get my charges and everything together over here. All right. All right. Okay, gang. All right. So, like I was saying, this weekend, guys, strong dose of Saturn energy. All right. What sign is Saturn exalted in, guys? What sign is Saturn exalted in? It's exalted in Libra. All right. So it wasn't just a heavy dose of Saturn energy just because of the because we had to go through Capricorn, Aquarius, moon transits. No, that whole motherfucker is lit up. That all the Saturn signs got lit up this weekend. So when we have such a heavy influence of a planet in the air, we are always going to be liable to deal with that energy in an extreme way. If we don't naturally have this type of energy in our chart, we could feel forced to do certain things this weekend. So if you don't really have a lot of Saturn energy, especially if you got a lot of Sun energy, got a lot of Leo energy, you got a lot of a lot of fifth house placements, you got a lot of first house placements, you got a lot of Aries energy. Okay. It might have been a little sticky having to deal with the sense of foundation and order and boundaries in any type of shape or form over the weekend, not just your partnerships, right? Just where Saturn was hitting you from any type of place. But a lot of you guys, especially the fixed signs, and the cardinal signs. A lot of you guys over the weekend, I mean, especially you guys, but really generally for everybody, a lot of you guys caught downloads of how, restricting something, in some type of shape or form, or giving something some more order can yield more better results. All right. The week is starting with a heavy dose of Saturn energy in general, guys. So when we're talking about the sun starting a new cycle and the energy you can start this week is a lot of Mars energy, a lot of Saturn energy present to start the week. So we have to learn how to manage determination determination and that time vibration in some type of shape or form. Pace is going to be very important this week. Okay. Pace is going to be very important. Another thing a lot of you guys realize over the weekend is how many people, places, and things around your life don't support Saturn energy. A nigga start talking about the hoes around niggas. Niggas like, yeah, this, that, and third. Yeah. Matter of fact, look at this one post on her gram. Or like, matter of fact, I tried to run down on her. Matter of fact, yeah, I used to fuck with her. This, that. Niggas can't shut the fuck up. Let a nigga start talking about some real serious shit. You gotta study our life path number, understand how it correlates to the numerology of the year. Niggas gonna unfriend me on social media. Say that shit to my personal friends in real life time. You niggas ever thought about, learning how to control your desires, probably abstaining for like 6 months to a year or something like that, fellas? I ain't trying to hear all that productive shit. All right, so this weekend you started to realize how you naturally, because we have Saturn energies, and because you're already spiritually minded, because you're here and you into astrology, so you're already naturally spiritually minded. So you're able to receive these concepts from the universe quicker than others that are lost in the ways of the world. All right, not saying that we all don't have our ways of being lost in the world, but god damn it, we don't get that lost from understanding that spirit still is the main function in this mother flipper. Can I get a shade, church? All right. But a lot of y'all in some type of shape or form might have noticed, like, yo, I have all these things I want to structure, I want to stabilize, I want to build. And your partnerships and people in your life around this weekend started to show you how these motherfuckers, I can't even relate these. My environment is part of these a huge part of the product, I'm developing in my life. All right. I think my environment got a lot to do with my results. Because as soon as I want to get on my structured timing, right, on my business timing, on my organized timing, I realize I always got to jump into a super independent route, right? And you should want to be able to dive into these things on your own because you're doing it for yourself. But y'all know what I mean as far as understanding how when we get into this certain concentrated and focused mentality about things in life, we start to understand how how our environment the whole time was not in support of any of that. That's why it was easy for us to slack on something we should be placing time and structure into in our lives. We should be disciplining in some type of shape or form, right? We subconsciously don't realize how much things we build a comfort zone around ourselves, right? So our moon, different parts of us are trying to get comfortable, but at the same time, we are on Earth, y'all. This is a Saturn. This Earth has a strong construct with this time shit in this third dimension, and Saturn has huge dictatorship around things in here. Don't nothing come great without time invested. It is what it is. And it's scary because we live in an age where there's so much artificial shortcuts for so many things in life, right? We're in an age where they're trying their best to make, the world, everything AI, everything seems like it could be easily duplicated, and we don't have to go through the natural processes of things, right? So you got to understand what type of effect this takes on you subconsciously when you're striving towards certain things in your life. How many of us are trying to take the shortcut to things instead of trying to, receive all the gems, all the lessons, all the spiritual strength that is developed through taking the course of things? And that's what Saturn is always directing us to do. All right. There's a lot of y'all all this goddamn Saturn energy over the weekend that realized you have all the potential in the world for some shit, but you haven't dedicated yourself to sacrificing time for something, right? A lot of us started to realize this weekend how much time and work something takes to manifest something. We might have had this goal for this, that, and the third, whether we started working a couple of weeks into it, whether it was a new concept coming into the weekend. They started realizing all this goddamn Saturn energy in the air. Like, all right, if I really want this, it may be a little bit more time invested than I think. And once Saturn and God in general sees you own that, we have to work with these properties here. You have to work with these properties here. All right. As spiritual beings, time is some whole other foreign shit to us. It's something we adjust to. It's something we adjust to. So it ain't the easiest learning how to manipulate it, but we all understand the power of time. We all understand it. All right. I think a lot of us also get discouraged when we're in the midst of giving something a lot of time and not seeing certain results pan out, understanding that anything you put your time and energy into in some type of shape or form will yield results, whether it's not the results you desire, whether it's not the results that are still potential, that there's still a potential to achieve and accomplish. But you even have to believe that if you ain't put in time to fuck up into something, then you wouldn't even have manifested that experience to learn what you hadn't learned during the fuck up to get to where you got to go. The fuck up be a part of the shit too. All right. When I be starting new things, I be in my head like, all right, let's hurry up and fuck up. Let me hurry up and go through this fucked up phase. This all new shit to me. But a nigga finna be a pro eventually. All right. A nigga finna get familiar with some shit eventually. All right. But I'm fucking up a whole lot of shit these first 2 weeks at work though. Where this at? Where the bathroom at again? All right, how much time we get on break? It's only 30 minutes. Oh, it's 45. My fault. Yeah, I ain't gonna take that extra 15. I didn't know. It's my first week. We be fucking up all time. We be annoying as hell them first 2 weeks at work. We be annoying. That motherfucker that trained us be like, what now? What happened? Oh, we ain't go over that last week? Yeah, I know, but that's one of the more simple things. You couldn't remember that? Well, your trainee began mad as bringing all these dumb niggas to work. I can't do this training shit. Let me just go back to doing my regular shift. I thought this training shit, I thought they was gonna compensate. I thought the compensation here was gonna make more sense. These niggas can't get it together. All right. Be more responsibility that come with that authority position, y'all. All right. Be more responsibility. Speaking of responsibility, this is the last thing I'm gonna say before we get into the energies. We speaking about the energies right now, but as far as getting into the days, as far as motherfucking concentration, all right, and responsibility, that's another key word with all this Saturn energy. Now, understand, guys, we're working our way to the full moon right now, the lunar eclipse full moon. That's what we're working towards this week. That's something that needs to be on our mind this week. All right, we're pretty much ending the week into that energy. So we got Scorpio influence to talk about tomorrow. I'm gonna save tomorrow for Scorpio influences. So we're gonna get into that, and then we got to get into the lunar eclipse in Taurus. All right, because this is pretty much the last week prepping us for that. We kind of say this is a full moon week in a way. We could pretty much say this is a full moon week. It's not. It's really like next week. But like I said, the eclipse energies, everything is on times 2. All right. We already know we pick up new full moon energy a week before, a week ahead. So everything stays on tilt like a mother flipper while we in the midst of eclipse season. So us knowing that we're leading up to the lunar eclipse, right? Us knowing that we're leading up to that. That's my shit right here. Us knowing we're leading up to that, and us knowing we diving into the 8th house this weekend, right? And me talking about the word responsibility with with all these Saturn themes this weekend, guys. We're in a filtering out week. We're entering a very intentional space. So, like I said, this week has a huge Mars Saturn presence to it. So there's a lot of fulfillment being developed from the progress from goals. Right. It's gonna be a good feeling this week, putting time into certain things, even though you've seen results from it or not. Just going to sleep. I mean, shit, I'm a Saturn baby, so that's one of the best feelings in the world. I just went 30 days doing this thing that I dedicated myself to doing, regardless if I see results or not. That is a very, very, very fucking good feeling right there. All right. So I think we have a lot of access, right? We have a lot of portals to jump into to start picking up some of that feel. Okay. It could be anything dealing with Saturn and time could feel more heightened this week, right? So people that come into this week with things, like I said already, with time invested, you can see a lot of progress yield this week. And then this also could be a Kickstarter week to find that next step in yourself to be able to take when it comes into dedicating yourself to things that take time. All right, time heals. Time heals. Doesn't heal all. Doesn't heal everything, but goddamn, it does help. All right, brother from the hip. Put your 6 months in. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. So, guys, Sunday today. All right, today the 22nd. All right, moon entered Aquarius early today, around 2 a.m. All right, guys, that double air energy. Whenever we're dealing with double air energy, of course, relationship activity becomes the main focus. All right. But with the moon in Aquarius, we know we got that detached space. So we start to look at our relationships from a more outside of our body perspective. All right. And it helps us to see the reality of our relationship. So that's kind of, connecting to the whole warm up of the live stream. And you just want to enter the week making sure you on all P's and Q's with things dealing with your partnerships. There's a sense of punctuality that comes with Saturn energy, and we don't want to be the ones that's coming to things dealing with partnerships, group efforts late out of because it's gonna be super magnified now. Like everybody and their mother wanted to come to work early this motherfucking Monday morning. My black ass coming there, everybody looking at me like I'm such a big problem to the company. This nigga here. We could have somebody else replace his spot. This the extra snitch motherfucker at your job and the manager here. We don't got nobody that could replace his spot. Got all these people working hard and here they think borrow thing. You just come in here 15, 20 minutes late. I don't want to hear none of that Libra shit. I don't want it. I don't give a fuck if the nigga was a Taurus sun, Capricorn moon, motherfucking Virgo rising. Shut your snitch employing ass up. All right. Hate them work snitches, guys. You doing too much for this job. These niggas don't fuck with you like that. You think they fuck with you like that. They using you. They using us. Wake up, brother. Now you have to talk to these niggas at work. Wake, nigga. Me. You look like me. You don't look like them. We need to learn how to take from these niggas. All right? It's a reverse psychology thing. They using us for our time, right? So that's why when I come in this kitchen, when we wrapping this motherfucker up, I'm taking some of this shit home. All right? I'm taking some of these fries. Nigga working in the restaurant. I'm taking some of these fries, nigga. This nigga taking 3 ground beef patties and shit home. This nigga taking burgers, nigga. You might have a cookout at the crib with the restaurant food. Fuck that. I'm giving them niggas my time. You know how much money they making on our back? Don't nobody give a fuck about a nigga leaving with some potato salad and a couple of ground beef patties. Don't nobody give a fuck. So you gotta learn how to. Listen, y'all. Everybody in here working a job. You giving your time to a motherfucker and all that. You gotta learn how to psych this shit up. When you learn how to psych this shit up, you work a whole 9 to 5 and walk out that motherfucker every day feeling like a CEO in this bitch. It's all up here. You gotta know how to psych your own mind in different times, family. Church, do you hear what I'm saying? This is the psychology to the workspace, the spiritual psychology to the workspace in the third dimension. You need to make a video about that. How to psych yourself up when you're dealing with third dimension duties you don't really give a fuck about. There's spiritual strength that comes with learning how to deal with third dimension shit. That you really, a nigga just want to be off the grid and meditate around 3 spiritual Johns, 3 naked spiritual Johns. All right. Be hard to get in contact with. Food growing from the ground, connecting to source. Do you feel me, family? Do you feel me? So we all have our little Zen spiritual bag we wish we could jump into. Every once in a while, as spirits in these bodies, we look at God at times and be like, why did I sign up for this trap? This is a trap. There's only so much I could do in this body. This is a restriction. The ancient ones looked at this motherfucker like a motherfucking thing, like a restriction. Them Egyptian niggas ain't like this shit. Them niggas' rituals transitioning into the next world was different. All right? They knew coming into this motherfucker being in a body is hell. Because spirit starts thinking that it's restricted to things, and spirit ain't never motherfucking restricted from a goddamn thing. All right. So that's why it's definitely a spiritual muscle you have to build to understand how to have that type of strength, more so that type of spiritual eye to understand how to navigate third dimension duties and shit, workspace bullshit. All right. You got to keep hope alive, family. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Okay. Raw House of Intuition said them Geminis and Scorpios be stealing in the workplace. All right, be stealing. I ain't gonna lie. I done that whole analogy I just made. I was talking about myself. I used to work in a restaurant. I used to take so much shit out that motherfucker. I was snitching on myself, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna just go ahead. This is Scorpio season. I'm getting exposed all season, y'all. This Scorpio midheaven. This is gonna beat my ass this next month and a half, y'all. All right. Niggas gonna look at the month like, damn, boy, only did 2 live streams this month. Where this nigga at? I'm trying to not expose myself. I'm hiding from y'all. All right. Pastor got some demons, y'all. Okay. I had to jump in the tub the other day and get sanctified. It got live baptism in front of y'all the other day. All right. So every day I cast myself on the cross to show that we're all up for judgment of the Lord. All right, family. All right, family. Shout out to Sister Natural Beauty with the collection plate. I'm ready for the word, Pastor. All right. You stay ready, sister. When you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, sister. All right. Galatians chapter 3. I go to work and they treat me like I'm the boss when the boss not there. I feel like I asked for it. What's your big 3, Bree? What's your big 3? All right. I'm going to read right through that shit. Because some of y'all asses got some authority energy in this mug. Natural authority energy. But like you said, you don't know you give it off. So when niggas try to put you in responsibility, be like, what the fuck you coming to me for? Niggas be coming to you at work like, what's up? The checks in? Like, nigga, what you asking me? Go in the fucking office and ask the manager. I'm just saying, you be giving off that vibe, Taurus sun person, Virgo rising person. I thought if I could save me some steps if I ask you, you give off boss vibes. Nigga, I get paid. We work the same hours this week. Get your ass in there, get your check. I don't want to give none of you funky niggas orders. Gemini Moon Pisces rally. Get your ass on, Bree London. You got the mind trick alignments. That's what you got. Once I see Gemini and Pisces in the big 3, I got to put my reality goggles on. You ain't going to just drive me into an illusion with the ways you talk about things. You probably be talking about yourself in such a high, mighty space. You know, Pisces, you put Jupiter energy in the big 3 with Gemini. You got somebody that speak life into a motherfucker and themselves. You speak life, so much life into yourself, motherfuckers just start respecting your ass like a motherfucker around there. Like, they be talking about all the great shit they be doing outside this motherfucker. We might as well go ask them if they got the check. They probably should know that shit. Are we working on holidays, boss? Go ask them, man. Stop coming up to me. We work the same hours. Gotta tell a nigga that every week. We work the same hours, nigga. All right, but look, guys. We come in with that moon in Aquarius energy, guys. Now Mercury, guys. Lucky day. Sorry, guys. I'm in my scatter bag. Let's get some little format here. Let me get my 6th house back. Let me get focused. All right. So moon in Aquarius, guys. Double air, right? Structuring a relationship, stepping out your body to view the reality of your relationships, but still a very interactive energy. So I don't blame y'all if y'all feel like y'all couldn't keep some shit to yourselves this week. Today, tomorrow, I don't blame y'all. Motherfuckers got to get it out when it's double air. All right. I just know Aquarius moon, they got more of that. Aquarius moon energy got more of that step on my body. See the reality of this relationship before I engage and push out. Because one thing about Aquarius energy, in their heads, especially in relationships, they never want to express energy or be seen for anything that in their heads don't make sense. Any decision, anything, a lot of things that they express in relationships is not just filler words. Like All right. It's not just filler energy. Some of y'all done dated a motherfucker. The nigga or her just straight filler. Say something meaningful for once. You just be talking about a whole bunch of nothing. When I ask you questions straight up, you don't know how to give a nigga a straight up answer. You a filler talker. Make some points. Get rid of the filler. All right. Aquarius don't like filler. They don't do filler. All right. And so that's why, some of that double air energy today, you wasn't going for that. I need some direct points here. Express yourself. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Okay. So we got that going on. Lucky days. Aquarius, Libras, Geminis. What's the sextile? Sagittarius, Aries. All right. Those are the lucky days today and going into the new week. All right, family. Look at where your luminaries is at, where your sun, moon is at, right? Where Aquarius is at in your chart. This is where the lucky day opportunities can manifest. Okay. Now, guys, Mercury entered Scorpio today. Mercury enters Scorpio today, and it will be there until November 10th. All right, guys. Now, listen, like I said, welcome to my world, family. Welcome to my world. You see these eyes right here. If you take a picture of me and you just crop my eyes, don't trust niggas that eyes look like this. All right. You see that eyebrow format? That's mischievousness. That's not even a word. I done add a whole extra shit to that motherfucker. These are some mischievous brows right here, family. These are some Mars and Scorpio peoples in this mug. All right. These are Mercury and Scorpio. So welcome to my world, family. Try your best not to think too goddamn deep about things. See, when we get into the 8th house space, yes, we get forced to dive deeper than we usually do. If you ain't got a lot of water in your chart, you ain't got a lot of, energies dealing with deep psychological reflection. All right. Some of us have the blackout mentality based off of certain energies, aka you experience some shit. Man, I blocked that motherfucking catastrophe out my fucking life. I done blocked that trauma off my life. I don't even know that shit happened. All right. It's still inside of your ass, but in your head, and that shit gone. Some of y'all got that shit. What ex? Who? What ex wife? Who? The one I was married to for 8 years. When? These are Scorpios right here. The way they're blocked. These are the Capricorns, Aquariuses, Leos acting like they don't see some shit. Leos see everything in the world. Leos know every trend. They know every hit song going on. They know the new spot to go to in the motherfucker. Let them get played. Who? Where they at? Who I was dating? Oh, now your ass can't see, huh? Now your ass can't see, huh, Leo? Boy, oh boy, you a stubborn fixed sign. Your whole ex is somebody famous as hell or some shit. Who don't nobody know their ass? Everybody looking at their ass, paying attention to them. All right, they got 1 million followers on Instagram. Somebody paying attention to their ass. Shit. Okay. Scorpio's ass. Listen, y'all know me. I'm the lucky Libra, y'all. Y'all know I got stories. I got the times you try to get back with your old John and she ain't fucking with you. I got some of those stories too. All right. Try to get back with the Scorpio John. She acting like she don't know who a nigga is for real though. Like, all right, jokes up. I know I did you wrong. And I know your ass hold shit deep, all right? Just let a nigga talk. Let a nigga at least talk. All this time I'm talking to myself in the Texas. I don't even know if the number. I think I'm blocked at this point. I don't even. This all 2 weeks. You're gonna let me hear a nigga out straight voice notes. All right, this is week number 3. The lunar eclipse in Taurus just passed. The moon is in Gemini, and everybody just feeling deeply around these times. Kind of been in these Texas talking to myself a little bit, hoping that you're there. I really don't know. Can't find you on Facebook. Can't find you on IG. Every single mutual friend we ever had in life is just disappeared as well. Scorpio working some 8th house mysticism on you. You can't even get in contact with mutual friends. I remember I was trying to get back in touch with one of my things. They ain't have none of her shit. right? So I hit up one of her family members out this mug on Facebook, like, yo, you got what's the name number? Motherfucker gonna tell me their number ain't never changed. What the fuck you think? Motherfucker, why the fuck? Who you talking to? I'm like, okay, can I, obviously I don't got that number. Can I get the number? Left my ass on red. I said, once you do the Scorpio wrong, it ain't you can't even go through their cousin in this mug. I seen her cousin in the streets act like I ain't know her ass after that shit. Any other day, it's like, yo, what's up? What's good? How your kid? All right, what's up? I seen her ass. I got a lot of Scorpio energy to you. I'm petty. I'm like, fuck this bitch. I'm out of here. I try to get back with my Scorpio thing. You was my motherfucking plug. And you let her spiritual ass convince you to block me off too. I know their energy is strong, but damn. Goddamn Scorpios will black your ass out. Some of y'all got some of them mentalities. And that's what you got to be careful for with all these planets entering Scorpio right now, family. It's Mars energy, it's Pluto energy. It's extreme, it's intense. All right? Some of the most intense shit happens when we ain't got no goddamn control of our emotions. And we're entering heavy water influences. All right? You already got Saturn stabilizing things in Pisces. That's going to help us out a whole lot during this transit, especially this first week, because as Mercury, as the sun moves into Scorpio, they're going to be at early stages, right? So this week they get to touch up on Saturn in Pisces. This is a beautiful week for a lot of y'all to find. A lot of us, shit. I be trying to single myself out as shit and include my ass into shit when I want to. This is a church, Pastor. We are in here together. All right. There's days I have testimonies. Can I get a shit? Can I get some plates? All right. But shit. A lot of our asses finna find some emotional goddamn stability this week. Some emotional and mental goddamn stability to start the week with all this damn water energy, but the beautiful harmony that's going to be developed with Saturn and the sun and Mercury and all of that to start the week. That's beautiful energy because you are way more encouraged around this time to have a more firm hand with how you deal with things that are emotional burdens. We're way more motivated to conquer anything that's heavy on the subconscious, to start that journey to acknowledge the reality of something, right? Saturn, that's going to help us to heal or deal with the reality of an emotion. Like I said, some of us love a motherfucker, but you know you'll never be with the motherfucker, or you have to learn to love somebody from afar. You can't change shit going on in your heart chakra. You can't change that shit overnight, at least, right? So you have to be able to acknowledge the reality of how you feel. So now, when you're dealing with reality in general, you're not so distorted. Because the more you try not to, the more you try not to pay attention to something you know within you, you just gonna end up projecting, releasing in different ways, not understanding your triggers, being counterproductive, self-sabotaging things, harming yourself in different ways. And we're not dealing with that. We want to lean on the positive side of all these Scorpio 8th house energies, which the sun, Mars, now mind you, Mars already been in here, guys. Mars been in here for some time, all right? It just entered the second decan, all right? So Mars cooking up in here. Excuse me, Mars still in the first decan. I'm bugging. I keep thinking about Venus being in the second decan. But yeah, Mars is still early in here. So a lot of us are just now finding that access to this energy, right? Because still early stages with the Scorpio energy. So a lot of us just now are starting to become, a lot of water transits create sensitivity with things. So you become more sensitive towards things of the 8th house element with Mars getting in that, especially Mars being the ruler, because Mars' chief aim in Scorpios to get to that foundation and see what's down here, because Mars is goal oriented, but in the 8th house, that is this natural understanding of a spiritual duty to do here. Before I even deal with passions and goals, I need to take care of the trauma, this, that, and the third, because once I clear this up, this also evolves into something that could help push the things I want to birth in this house. So it's a double positive why I got to do the spiritual work in here. All right. So we want to rely on that energy. A lot of y'all have been able to tap into and access that vibe since Mars got into Scorpio. On the other hand, our desires could get the best of us with all the Scorpio energy. So you have to understand when we talk about the dynamic of Scorpio energy, you have to be able to touch the darkness before you do any transforming of it. How are you healing before you acknowledge and like, okay, this is the trauma. This is it. I was abused when I was young. They didn't give a brother a hug. All right. And that's why I be pushing out this energy with all my Johns. Okay. You gotta get in touch with the darkness first, family, before you start doing any type of healing and shifting and transmuting. All right. You can't think you could heal yourself from a certain distance. You have to get in it, feel it all out. Sometimes you get your heart broke, something don't go wrong. I mean, something don't go right in your lives. You don't even want to be doing anything. Your ass just want to lay in bed, stare at the fucking ceiling, and play whatever depressing ass song you have on repeat. You want to sink into that motherfucking vibe. You can't even be connected to shit. So think about that with Mars and the 8th house and 8th house activity in general. When we allow so much shit to accumulate, in our closet, under our bed, within that 8th house space, when it comes into things we have lack of control of, when it comes to things that have impacted us, huge transformations in our life, traumatic events, all these different type of situations, getting our heart broke, things that we're passionate about not going the way we wanted to go, or we still haven't placed time into birthing these things. All these things fall into that 8th house, right? So let's make sure we embrace identifying these things, because there's a lot of empowerment that comes from that process. It gets a little turbulent. That's all. It just get a little turbulent. It ain't nothing you can't handle. Look at Scorpio. Look at them. They live there. They okay. I mean, they look like they okay. I mean, I don't know if they're okay or not, actually. I don't know. They looking all right to me. They still here. It's not like they ass extinct. Why I think Scorpios don't be having time for? I told you I'm claiming both of these mugs. Yesterday was my birthday and the first day of Scorpio season. All right, fuck what y'all heard. Okay, shout out to all my Scorpios. I'm one of y'all too. But all jokes aside, I'm really one of y'all. I'm not even trying to reach. Okay, so let's understand this dynamic of Scorpio energy, family. Scorpio probably gets some of the most surface level ass definitions to shit in the I'm not even gonna say in the real spiritual astrology community, because we all get deep. This is the community, so we understand is things deeper than the cliche stereotypes or the jokes that are made about our signs, which really be true, and deeper than just your sun sign. We all understand that here. But Scorpios, it be certain signs I feel like I gotta rep for a little bit more, like Gemini, Scorpios. But then some days I wake up and be like, you know what? They deserve every goddamn foul thing somebody says about their ass. I deserve it all, Scorpio. You deserve it all, Gemini. I done seen y'all niggas and y'all negative energy, and boy, oh boy, a negative Scorpio is a mother flipping flying bird from hell. You hear me, family? Don't give a damn about nothing but a damn desire. Everything go out the window when that desire that they listen. I'm bugging. We get sorry, Scorpios. Sorry. I know I can't drag out when we get into y'all space, so let me get this little shit off real quick before we fully get in that bitch. You gotta watch Scorpios, man. You gotta watch they ass. You have to watch they ass. All right. Now these are some of the most sensitive, nurturing motherfuckers in the zodiac. So that'd be the funniest shit talking about Scorpios, because that hardly be mentioned out this mug. Like, you do forget they ass water signs, right? Do y'all forget that shit? They give off so much goddamn Mars energy. We just forget your element out this mug. Yeah, what element Scorpio ruled by? Mars, Pluto. That's the element. Don't get that water shit fucked up. The water should just mean they a little slower than the Aries. That's all the Scorpio is, just a slower Aries. I finally got it. God. That's what it is with they just slow Aries. And Aries just fast Scorpios. I got it, God. You're so divine and mysterious in the ways you work. You know that, Lord, how you created us in these divine ways. So Scorpios get on your ass just like an Aries, if not worse sometimes. Because Aries, one thing Aries don't do that Scorpios do is whole shit as deep as the Scorpio. Aries be out for revenge if they can't get your ass in 48 hours. Like, man, I got too much shit to accomplish and birth. Chasing this nigga actually gonna slow me up. Scorpio take pettiness to another level. they take it to another level, right? They fine catching you 10 years later. They fine. They fine with that shit. All right. They'll be getting into business and partnerships with the Scorpio, with a dark Scorpio. That's bad too. Any type of, they got the 8th house power. Take you, the business, the credits, the royalties. All your ass got is memories in this bitch. Yeah, I used to be on tour with yeah, I remember them days. I used to be on tour. Yeah, I was writing all them songs, man. Shit, the group would have never been what it been if I wasn't there making everything, bringing the concept to everybody, being the one that opened the door for the Scorpio person to be in the group. But now they own everything. They took everything. They kind of fucked up my life. Wish I never met them. But, you know, that's life. That is life. Let me listen to this astrology live stream reading, see if I can get my shit together during eclipse season. This is how the shady Scorpio will have you feeling, strip you of life. All right. So a Scorpio that don't really understand their energy is so self-destructive. So self-destructive. The energy is too powerful. So it's just, you end up self-destructive, projecting on others, or eventually you just get it right. You understand the mission. Like, okay, God, you threw the 8th house influence on me because you know I'm capable of rising out of the darkness, not just stay in the darkness, Lord. I get it. I'm about 89 years old now. I'm finna die, but next lifetime, don't worry. Give me the Scorpio vessel again. I got it next time. I ain't scared of this motherfucker no more. Matter of fact, hurry up. Just take me out today. I'm ready. I'm motivated. Put me in a new body. I'm going to tackle this Scorpio spirit. All right? That's the chief aim, guys. That is the chief aim with the 8th house. So let's get all of that understood. All right? As Mercury enters Scorpio today. Your mind with Mercury, listen, family, your mind, which is such a powerful thing, is going to take you to some deep and dark places around this time, family. What are you going to do when you get to that place, family? Pastor, so dramatic. What are you going to do, family, when you get to that space? Are you going to fold? Or are you going to turn around and grow? Which one, family? Are you going to identify the attachments? Hold on, family, because I'm going now. I'm going there now, family. Glory. Are you going to fold or are you going to grow, family? When you get to that dark space, are you going to identify this is your darkness and not blame your darkness on somebody else, family? Hold on now, sister. Where's Sister Ann? Sister Ann, I got another handkerchief. Yes, Pastor, right here. Hold on, Pastor. Don't lose them, Pastor. I got it right here. Hold your hand up. Thank you, sister. Thank you, sister. Thank you, sister. I'm so focused on the word, I can't even look back at Sister Ann to get my handkerchief, family. I have to keep this energy on you guys. That's a good word when we talk about Scorpio energy. Concentration, family. When you speak to the Scorpio woman, fellas, look her in her pupils. She wants a concentrated man of God, not a scattered man of God, right? Not an unfocused man of God. I believe every man in this church is a focused, concentrated man of God. Can I get an ashe? Can I get an ashe? Sister Scardow said in the comments, she owns her darkness. You can't own the light and run from the dark. That's not how it works, family. You misunderstood that one in the book. You misunderstood that one, family. All right, you got to embrace both. Okay? So Mercury and Scorpio, guys, yes, there's going to be things that you start thinking about that you haven't thought about lately because it's probably a dark aspect to life, dark aspect to your relationship, dark aspect to a whole bunch of things. But yeah, we got to pay attention to these things from time to time. Just make sure with Mercury and Scorpio, you don't allow the mind to think too deeply when it comes to certain concepts that haven't manifested yet. All right, you getting too much into this passionate thought. That shit ain't even happened yet. That is a possibility. Okay, when Mercury is in water, it slows up. A lot of self-reflection in general, guys. A lot of things that we're gonna start, creating new concepts, new ethics and morals in our life and shit based off of a previous transformation or whatnot in our lives. All right, guys. So that Mercury and Scorpio energy is intense. All right. When Mercury is getting out of flirty ass Libra and jumping into direct Scorpio. All right. If you know anything about a Scorpio, you lose them when you're not direct with them, right? You lose them. So be careful in our approach with Mercury and Scorpio. You guys see how I talk up here, right? So how y'all think I done spoke in situations when I done got flustered with some shit? That is not a good pastor to see right there. Some of y'all see the optimistic pastor so much you can't even visualize pastor being in that energy. But trust me, family, with them scorpionic 8th house influences, I could fly there quick, family. I could fly there quick. All right. When niggas really be meaning shit, they say that shit twice. Fly there quick, family. We heard you the first time, pastor. All right now. I know some of y'all be hearing me say Sister Johnson name 3 times out this month. What's going on, everybody? Brother Malcolm. All right, Sister Agatha. All right. Sister Johnson. This nigga said sister 3 times. Pastor, you're gonna have to calm your ass down when Sister Johnson get in here. Where is this holy control and discipline in the name of God every time Sister walks in here? I don't know, family. That is a powerful sister. All right. I don't even know myself. I'm trying to find out if you know what I mean, young brother. Y'all gonna actually have me get a whole pastor outfit, start doing live, just taking it to another level. Come out with the whole outfit out this mug. All right. So Mercury and Scorpio. Okay, guys. A lot of shadow work enters the thought realm. All right. Mercury's gonna be in Scorpio until the 10th, November 10th. All right, family. And as Mercury enters Scorpio, once again, it trines Saturn. All right, we're gonna have that same activity in the next day, the following day. All right, Moon Day. All right, so we're already in this Mercury trine Saturn, and we on this energy already. Okay, so moving into tomorrow, guys, Moon Day. All right, happy new week. Sun enters Scorpio. New week, new moon day, new cycle. All right, a lot of newness this week, family. A lot of newness. What newness are we gonna offer this realm, right? What new energies do we have to present to this realm? Because your sun is definitely entering a new space in your chart. So that means new awarenesses about different areas of your life that we weren't able to see, especially when it comes into Scorpio areas of our chart. The Leo part of your chart gets lit up by default a lot of the times because it's natural connection to the sun. So that could be an area of your life, no planets in Leo, but it's connected to your sun. Your sun rules that chart, so your sun brings some type of light to that chart. So if you notice the house that you have the sun in your Leo house, these are parts of you. It don't matter how much you try to motherfucking hide, we can see that. Even if you have the sun in the 8th house, the sun in the 8th house is one of the funniest placements to me. I really been playing. I've been slacking out with the signs through the houses series. Listen. I'm finna get on it because I'm dying to get into so many different series right now. All right, but everything works in its divine timing. All right, this church is being built in the nature it needs to be built in. But sun in the 8th house, I want to get into planets through the houses series so bad, y'all. But the sun in the 8th house is a funny ass placement because these niggas, y'all asses think. See, this is the difference between the sun in the sun in Scorpio, the sun in the 8th house, and the moon in Scorpio, the moon in the 8th house. There's a way different dynamic here, guys. You got to understand the differences between the sun and the moon. The sun and the 8th house, swear they are hidden. Like the sun in the 8th house, swear they are agent 00 mother flipping 7 in this mother flipper. I swear to God. It's like, nigga, you ain't that hidden. It's your sun in this bitch, not your moon. But our sun is our wants, family. So our sun is our wants, how we want to be seen. When our sun is doing things, we know how we're being seen or how we're trying to be seen, expressing ourselves. All right. So sun in the 8th house, people, it's a very intriguing placement because you're bringing light to a dark space. So your environment is dark. Is like it's not easy to see things in your environment and when you express yourself. But at the same time, your actions bring light to shit. But you think you so hidden at times. You think you're so hidden. All right. I remember Mike Epps made a joke about, he said, man, I don't like these new drug dealers. They be taking shit over the top. He's like, I went to go get a nickel bag, $5 bag of weed from my cousin. I came outside, the nigga whispering on the phone, where you at? You downstairs? Like, yeah, come downstairs, motherfucker. Nigga came down with a briefcase. Nigga said, Mike is my favorite comedian too, y'all. Nigga said the nigga cousin came down with a briefcase. This is for a $5 bag of weed. Open the briefcase. Nigga said there was fur in the motherfucker. Little ass bag in the middle of the fur. Nigga said, hurry up, nigga. The feds watching. Like, ain't nobody watching you. This is a nickel bag. You broke. The feds don't care about you. This is like 7, 8. That skit make me think of Sun and 8th house people. You want to be hidden so bad. The sun and the moon in the 8th house in Scorpio be doing the two opposite things. They be doing the two opposite things. The sun is trying to get seen in a dark space, but subconsciously. It's trying to bring light to that motherfucker. The moon don't want no parts of it and has to learn how to deal with it. While the sun act like they don't want to deal with it, but they get into the light and they start doing the most. Scorpio sun's in the 8th house. Moon in Scorpio in the 8th house. The shit the sun in Scorpio in the 8th house be acting like it don't want. Be the shit the moon really don't want. It's very emotionally comfortable for me. I'm not saying there's some sun in Scorpios that's not introverted, this, and the third, but how many times, listen, how many of y'all done met Scorpios in y'all life and you done knew the motherfucker for a little bit or got to see their personality a little bit for a little bit until, and then you found out they signed, you was like, hold on, I was thinking you was all different type of shit. You was a Scorpio? Yeah, they the sun. The sun is not that invested in being hidden as the moon is. The moon is so damn hidden. It's a natural environment. And when they're trying to get attention for things in their life, they struggle with that shit. It's like, all right, I actually want to be seen for this right now. Where are you niggas at? For real. I know I was comfortable in the darkness, but where you at? Like, I want y'all to see this creativity. I want you to see this belief. I want you to see this talent. Where you niggas at? All right. God damn it. That's when that Scorpio got to jump into that Leo midheaven. That's what that Leo midheaven is all about. You see how God works, family? That's what that Leo midheaven is all about. All right. The Scorpio sun be acting like it can't deal with no sunlight. Yes, you can. You be the one bringing light to a whole bunch of shit that needs to be hidden. The moon and Scorpio know how to keep it hidden. This is the last thing I'm gonna say, and we're gonna get back into this, but even though this is all connected, we're talking about Scorpio energy, this is all connected, y'all. But y'all know back in the day, like when we had mystic schools and shit, when we knew it was common knowledge, we were spiritual beings when we fell down to this realm. So we had our mystic schools, right? We was able to look at our natal charts, look at our life path numbers and shit, look at our numerology, and look at all of our spiritual DNA and be like, okay, these motherfuckers, they put them in the healing section. They're all astrologers. These motherfuckers right here, intuitives, they're going to help us see the next spiritual wars coming. Let's put them here so they can enhance their clairvoyant powers. These motherfuckers, okay, we have all of that going on, right? You got all of that going on. Man, when it comes into Scorpio energy, they ask the mystic schools, you can't just have anybody going to the mystic school. This is sacred knowledge and wisdom. Just like how the Masons got levels, 33 levels, just like it's levels to certain forms of knowledge, because knowledge is powerful enough to transform people that are not spiritually mature enough to handle it, right? How many of us were introduced to spiritual things in our lives and we were familiar with it? Like, I know who Phil Valentine is. I know who Bobby Hemmett is. I didn't see my parents or my uncle, auntie, cousin, sibling watching their ass, but I didn't know what the fuck the motherfuckers was talking about when I was younger. But when I got older, I had to come back to it. So sometimes you're not even in that space to digest what's going on there, let alone you try to use one of these rituals and damn near kill yourself because you ain't have the proper training. The proper spiritual training. All right. So I say all of this to say Scorpio moons, they are the people that can be in good positions to be that mystic school leader that knows how to regulate who's powerful enough or who's capable enough to, like, okay, this person's spirit, they could be in this class. They're ready for this class. They're ready for this knowledge. Scorpio sun, y'all the niggas gonna be outside telling niggas the shit that y'all learning in the shit to a nigga that's not even capable enough of knowing, like, yeah, you know what the fuck they teaching me in there how to disappear on motherfuckers in this bitch, right? All that soul tie shit, yeah, soul tie rituals, that's old shit. Nigga, they teach me how to disappear in this motherfucker. Right now, all you really got to do is, like, you got to hold this center spot in your head, your pineal gland. You just gotta, and you gotta meditate for this long, but you gotta say these deities' names. You telling this to a whole undeveloped ass spirit. This nigga gonna turn into Buddha. He gonna turn himself into Buddha or some shit. FaceTime you like, who the fuck is this? Nigga, it's Buddha, motherfucker. This is what your ritual turned me into, bitch. Get me back. I don't like this shit. This nigga can't read. Niggas is texting me. I don't know what the fuck they talking about. I just keep catching spiritual downloads and shit. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting a lot of money right now. Shit been a little lucky lately. I ain't gonna lie. All right. I opened my fridge this morning. There's a lot of Chinese food in there. Nigga had some sesame chicken for breakfast. So this shit is a little all right. But this wasn't what the ritual was supposed to be. I was trying to wipe my soul tile away. Nigga turned me into Buddha. Nigga wasn't ready for that. The fucking Scorpio sun want to be seen as hidden. So it wants to be seen to this person like, yeah, that's what we learning up here. This is the powers we got over here. You ain't trying to be hidden. Scorpio moon ain't gonna do that. That shit gonna stay. The Scorpio moon ain't gonna let that person transform their life like this. Now Scorpio sun about to get in trouble because they gotta go and get the solution to redo the ritual, but they gotta act before they get the solution. They gotta, what do you need the solution for? I fucked up. I told somebody what the fuck we learning on this level. I'll deal with the consequences later. Let's just get this nigga back into his shit. Nigga say he can't read his texts. Okay. That nigga Buddha was illiterate as a mug. All right. So you Scorpio sons, you better know your power. Going around here transforming people's lives. I am a cusp. I'm a cusp. I understand this energy. You go back to some of my old YouTube videos. There's certain things I don't even like touching on no more. If y'all ain't realized that, like, I'll mention a little thing about secret societies and the hip hop industry, and I don't even want to touch that shit no more. I just want to sprinkle it and let people do the research on their own. I don't even want to, because I feel like I'm being too transformative at times. I make me feel away like, damn, I'm doing it again. I'm being too goddamn passionate and intense about my shit, projected it onto my church. I don't want to do that to my church. I want to walk my church into this and let my church go ahead and drink for themselves. I'm trying to lead y'all to the water. All right. But that's where we fuck up sometimes, having that sun influence Scorpio. You project straight from the darkness. You want the darkness of you to be seen in this bitch. See my darkness. See how deep I am. The moon be trying to act like they not that deep and dark. Scorpio moon, Scorpio 8th house, they be trying to act like they not even that deep and dark. They be trying their best to fit into reality, trying to be regular. All right, first day of school, just, okay, yeah, okay, let's not wear all black today. First day, okay, let's put a little bit more colorful outfit. I don't really like these colors, these vivid ass colors, these eccentric ass colors, but man, fuck that. I'm wearing the all black anyways. All right, just walk regular, speak regular, no occultism on the first day. Like, don't bring it up. Like, no, nothing deep about trauma, transformation, secret societies, none of that. None of my pain or hurt that I experience in life, I'm trying to transform and transmute every day. Just not the first day of school. This is y'all ass, not the first day of work. God, please wait till the second month of work for me to start healing the motherfucker out here. Y'all be sending these niggas first day. I gotta help niggas transform their emotional well-beings. First week, I'm trying to learn what the fuck how this machine work before I get this Taurus Virgo mad asking them how this shit work on my fourth week. And you know, Scorpio placement don't like being talked to like that. Let the Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn manager say some shit to the Scorpio placement. Ain't I teach you that? We ain't teach you that shit first week. Don't. I hope that Scorpio's strong. They don't do good with those. They don't do good with those right there. Come on, man. It's your 4th week. Come on, man. Oh, don't hit them with the come on. You gotta pick it up. Come on. People usually learn these things quicker. They usually got these things by the 2nd week. It's your 4th week. Come on now. You should know these things by now. Don't talk to the Scorpio like that. I told you they're slower Aries. Aries gonna go upside your head this week. Scorpio gonna wait till next week, because next week y'all get paid. We get paid bi-weekly. All right. Scorpio gonna get them full days in for the rest of the week. Scorpio got this in their mind. They could wait another week to get your ass. All right. Aries, fuck them extra days. I'm gonna go in there and get my fucking check. However the fuck much it is, I don't give a fuck. But I had to go upside that motherfucking shit talking about pick it up, talking about niggas usually catch on. Catch one of these, motherfucker. Bitch ass nigga. Yeah, niggas only telling me what the fuck to do, telling me what time to be at work. The fuck wrong with these niggas? Yeah, talking about be there 8 a.m. Motherfucker, I'm at work when I work in this bitch. Don't nobody give a fuck about that Saturn shit. Bitch ass little Capricorn, little nerdy Capricorn nigga that hired me. When they was doing the whole interview, I knew I was gonna end up going upside one of them niggas' heads. Aries can never admit when they in the wrong. Right. Everything was weak about that motherfucker in the first place. That's why the real nigga couldn't even stay there. God had to transform me in this shit. Even when y'all spiritual, y'all be on some bullshit. God knew I had to transform that motherfucking environment. Little bitch ass spirits in there trying to tell me what the fuck to do. I can't get down with this 3rd dimension shit. Everything deal with time and slowing a nigga up. I'm trying to get on the go and birth some shit. So Earth sign manager lucky Aries ain't go upside your shit, but Scorpio still gonna go upside your shit. It's just coming a couple of weeks later. That's the only difference. The shit might even hit harder because they get to soak up a lot of water into that motherfucking punch before they get your ass. So yeah, we have to be careful. Moving into today, the fact Mercury enters Scorpio, guys. And then the fact that Monday, tomorrow, the sun is jumping right into there. We have to be very conscious of how we react to the darkness. All right. How you react to the things in your life that have a dark cloud over it. And you're like, oh shit, didn't know that was there. Didn't know that feeling, emotion, or trigger was there. Okay. We all gonna run into it. Our reaction to it is everything, guys. Peace to everybody taking their seats. Sister Scorpio, Sun Goddess in the building. I've been throwing out wrenches left and right. Some of y'all, I don't like when I'm on StreamYard, guys. Using StreamYard, I can't see who got wrenches. I know I've been throwing a couple out lately. All right. Shout out to Magic Azah in the building. Sister Taylor, I see you. My Scorpio sister. All right now. My Scorpio sisters is here representing that 8th house energy. All right. And understand, family, we are all signs. You may not have a planet in Scorpio, right? You may not have a spiritual body or tool navigating the Scorpio constellation or the 8th house environment. But in your chart, there's the 8th house, family. You see where I'm going with this one? Sister Ann, you see where I'm going with this one? Because I don't know if they know where I'm going. Do you see where I'm going, brother, from the hip? I don't know if the church know where I'm going. Besides, the pastor, listen, this tactics you got to know as a pastor to get the church hype. That shit right there, get the church hype. If pastors, this is a veteran pastor move. Young ministers don't minister like this. All right. Some days you got to have these veteran things come with time. Pastor coming in is like, damn, church a little dull today. All right, let me pull out some old tricks out the book. When you start asking the side congregation if the church understand where you're going, that get the church hype, because church don't want to feel incompetent. Oh, we know where we going. I know where you going, Pastor. Sister Ann, do you know where I'm finna go? Because I don't know if the congregation knows. You hear me, brother? You hear me, Brother Malcolm? No, Pastor. No, Pastor. I'm still on this train, Pastor. I know where your destination is heading, Pastor. We're with you. We was a little quiet and dull, but you done woke us up. All right. Sometimes when you get on the Greyhound, you fall asleep, but you wake up and realize you're still in motion. Now this is a side lady in the church. Want to be so inspired. She's so inspired by the Lord. She want to start jumping into her pastor bag. Like, lady, just stay in the background. Cause some of y'all be so holy, y'all be at home thinking about it. I could do this. I could give. Pastor gave such a great word. I could do it. Matter of fact, this is what I'm gonna say when next Sunday. I'm gonna say some of that. I'm gonna wait for the opportunity for that. So that's the ladies in church that have them little interludes in church where pastor stop and just let her go. But we don't know we don't know who auntie this is. But she not in the congregation. Like she just whose auntie is this? But she done stole the shit for the last 2 minutes. And sometimes, pastor, you know, listen, I have roaches, pastor. All right. I have some terrifying roaches. And every day I keep faith that I'll find an exterminator that can cast them demons out. It's like, lady, pastor done passed you the mic. You taking it somewhere else now. No, because these roaches is demons, family. I know some of you got some roaches. I was at Sister Johnson's house, and let's just say I know we all have roaches. Y'all be snitching in church. Church be so toxic. Everything toxic. We here now, y'all. We in the Scorpio energy. We fucking here, y'all. You gonna see the toxicity in everything. All right. When we get done with these Scorpio energies and we get into Sagittarius, it's Jupiter energy. You see the fucking positive in everything. Some of y'all still in some fucked relationships because we in Libra season. You see the fucking beauty in everything. All right, so when you get into Scorpio season, you see the dark side to shit first. You see the toxic side to shit. Church be toxic, y'all. Church be so toxic. Oh shit, y'all be gossiping like shit in church. You know, Pastor and Sister Johnson really hooking up behind. I thought Pastor was just playing. He really getting up in there. All right, so y'all gotta relax. Don't let this energy take you too deep. All right, brace yourself. Acknowledge the darkness and own it so you can transmute it. All right. We start the day tomorrow, guys. Sun entering Scorpio. All right, and that makes Mercury and the Sun trining Saturn. First thing getting into Scorpio. So as soon as Mercury, the leader of thought, and as soon as the Sun, the leader of action, step up their first day in Scorpio, as soon as they open the door and get in there, Saturn's here like, what's up, niggas? I'm here to let y'all niggas get structured. Get y'all niggas stabilized with some format before y'all start fucking with all these niggas be robbing here. All right, this is all type of shit going on. Niggas robbing. Okay, scammers in here. Okay, it's all different type of shit going on. But Saturn here, first day. What y'all niggas good? Y'all need anything? Mars straight. Y'all catch up with that nigga. I know once y'all keep transiting and y'all lose my influence, that nigga in here already fighting all the demons before y'all niggas got in here. All Mercury got to do is help the sun see, help the sun to see, because Mercury favors the sun. Help the sun to see the shit Mars been doing in this area. So now when the sun gets in here, it just got to take action. So well, starting this week, we'll start to see the things Mars has been, all the gunk, all the traumas, things within you that Mars been trying to penetrate, as far as things in your past that affects you today, affects your behavior with certain things today, affects your action mentalities with certain things today, right? And wherever Scorpio's at in your chart is a place where we go through a lot of deep transformations because it has a Pluto 8th house Mars influence there, right? So even if it ain't the 8th house itself, you ain't Aries, Sun, Aries rising, but you got Scorpio in whatever area, you could tell me the deep transformations you manifested in that place, right? So Mars is here trying to bring some healing to that, trying to bring a sense of urgency. I love that fucking word with Mars, right? Mars moves with a sense of urgency, all right? And when it gets into Scorpio, the sense of urgency is directed towards anything that's heavy in the subconscious, in the shadow, that needs to be dealt with in order to get to some things that we're trying to get to, as far as passions, goals, intentions, and other intentions dealing with transformations things we want to transform in our life in general. It ain't just the 8th house that you're going to be, it ain't just going to be the house that you have Scorpio in that you're looking at transforming around this time. You're going to be looking at everything from a transformative space around this time. All right. The consciousness is in the 8th house. We can't look at anything else, but does this need to be changed? Or, okay, no, this is actually a good thing that supports my subconscious. This could stay here. Get ready to look at everything like that by default. Get ready to think about everything like that by default. You get into one little part, and one little argument with your partner. I should transform this mug right now. Be easy, family. All right. Our reaction, our action towards the identification and the acknowledgement of the darkness means everything, family. All right. That's when Pastor really means some shit and he's not trying to be dramatic. When he start the sentence with voice, but end the sentence with whisper, that's the key to know Pastor being serious. Because that shows you emotion change somewhere in mid-sentence. He realized he was hitting some shit for himself. Because sometimes when you didn't get that hug when you was younger, family, it affects you later in life. Pastor really started to feel that shit mid-sentence. Nigga, and how you start motivated, end in despair in this mug. All right? That's when the word really hit, family. That's when the word really hit. All right, but when Pastor say shit and he's looking up in the air, that's when you know he lied. All right, family, let's today we're just gonna go ahead and send the collection plates around just an extra couple of times for this fundraiser for the children coming holiday time. All right, I'll give you announcements about that when the time comes. All right, family, that shit right there, that don't nigga lying. Nigga is lying. Glory, Pastor. Woo! You know, Pastor, every time that glory comes through, I just have to pause and sit in this vibration of sanctifyism. Then Auntie just make up a whole word. You know, sometimes, Pastor, I just have to sit in this retribution. Auntie, you just throwing out words you be hearing Pastor say that sound holy. What does retribution mean, Auntie? When you retribute something, young son, why are you trying to challenge your auntie in front of all these people at the church? Why are you trying to make your auntie look bad in front of everybody, son? When you retribute something, that's what retribution means. What else would it mean? All right. So strong Mars energy to start the week. Mercury and the sun entering the good name of Scorpio in that 8th house to start the week. All right. As soon as they get in there, they're stabilized and empowered by the name of Saturn. So not only are you motivated to deal with the transformations to start the week, family, you approach the situation with some structure. You approach the situation with some type of blueprint, family. We're not scattered with the things that need to be transformed to start this week. No, we're not. We have direction. And that's what Saturn provides us to start the week. So many times we just shame the old poor folk Saturn. We just shame that spirit, not knowing how it's here to be used, family. Sister, do you really think the church know where I'm finna go? Because they don't like hearing about that Saturn talk. They don't like when I big up Saturn, right? You know, the world we live in today, they don't like when I big up my God. They don't want me to big up my God. But I'm sorry, you're going to have to take Pastor out. Because I'm going to big up my God every day. You hear me, church? They're going to have to take Pastor out. All right. Okay. So allow yourself to get situated with the new found passion that we're running into with Mercury and the sun entering Scorpio this week. All right. Saturn don't want us running off just jumping out the window with the passion. All right. Saturn helps us to acknowledge the passion, access it, and start giving passion and energy detail. All right. We're going to transform this in the next 30 days. You see that shit Mars working on and defeating over there? We need to pay attention to that in the course of the 30 days. So by the time we get out of here, we have some more power over that attachment. but Mars been going through it with that motherfucker already. So let's identify what's going on here. Like I said, Mars been in here for the past 2 weeks now. All right, for the past week and a half, 2 weeks, guys. So when it comes into anything you need to transform in your Scorpio house, this is not, you're not just getting this awareness today. You're not just developing this awareness tomorrow and whatever when Sun moves into Scorpio. You've been picking up on this intuitively. You've been picking up on it intuitively. All right, in your Scorpio house, whatever needs to be changed, or the house is squaring and opposite your Scorpio house, aka the houses that Aquarius is in, the house that Leo is in, the house that Taurus is in. These could be houses that are starting to pick up friction because in order for Mars to transform something in here, it might be affecting these areas. All right. So we got that going on. Moving into Mars Day on Tuesday, guys. The moon enters Pisces. All right, moon enters Pisces. Okay, so when we talk about emotional stability this week, when we talk about finding some stability spiritually this week, when it comes down to slowing things down a bit and understand how we feel about things in reality, so we can have more clarity dealing with attachments, things that need to be built up or broken down. We're dealing with a lot of that energy this week. All right, guys. So like I said, pace is a strong theme that we might want to make sure we ride that vibration. Okay. Everything is intense when Mars and Pluto energy is involved, but that moon, that water energy, right, especially with the Saturn influence, it helps for us. Like the water's in a container, it's not just out in the ocean and in the river. That's still an example of water and earth, or like water and Saturn in a way, but right, we get to put the water in a container in some type of shape or form this week. So we get to identify the 8th house, identify some things we feeling heavy on. When I say feel heavy on, this is not just from a pessimistic perspective, from a hurt space. A lot of us feeling heavy as far as something that we want to transform from a positive state already. Something we working on, and we want to see it hit level 2, level 3, level 4. So a lot of us feeling heavy on things like that, right? But these type of influences just once again help us to spiritually pace a bit. A lot of us may see how we might have possibly potentially tripped ourselves up these next couple of weeks if we didn't notice some things that we're going to point out to start the week, right? Especially when it comes to how we're directing heavy energy. Are you directing heavy energy in a vengeful space? Are you directing heavy energy in a space where you're trying to compete with others that don't even know you in motherfucking competition with them? We be in competition with motherfuckers don't even know we competing with. That's some Scorpio shit for you right there. I ain't gonna lie. That's some Mars shit. All right. I used to be in competition with my mother. Like, don't worry. One day, all this shit I'm talking about, I got a vision, man. I'm gonna prove this to you one day. Fuck all that doctor lawyer shit. I know I could be that shit. That shit. I ain't want to be that shit. You gonna see something one day. I used to carry that energy around. I used to carry that motherfucking energy around. All right. So some of us could have some breakthroughs when it comes into the awarenesses that we have with competition we're playing out. Once again, it's Mars Pluto energy. So it's one thing about Mars, but now we're talking about Pluto. A lot of long-term things, a lot of long-term trauma, a lot of real, not recent trauma. This is childhood shit comes up with Pluto influences. Mars will let you reflect on some shit that got you mad at work last week and these past couple of weeks, maybe the past month or two. Pluto gonna bring up every single. You ain't just mad about what happened in the workspace these past couple of weeks. You start thinking about, ever since I had my first job, niggas been taking advantage of me. Niggas say something wrong to you with the wrong Pluto transit alignment going on. You really seeing some taking shit too deep. Because Pluto gonna trigger some shit. The root foundation of some shit. Mars ain't got time to get that deep with it. Pluto got motherfucking time. All right, y'all remember that meme? I ain't have time yesterday. I got time today. What's up, nigga? Y'all remember that video? All right, you a real OG. You probably ain't my generation if you remember that. Some of you young 20-year-olds in here, 23, 24, 25, I don't know if y'all remember that. Y'all remember shit like Vine. Y'all don't know that app. Y'all don't know that Vine app. It was a good app. It was short-lived, but it was good for its time. All right, that was the start of a new time. Don't none of y'all know about the top 8 friends in MySpace? Air signs take shit like that. I tell you, some of you zodiac signs took that shit too serious. All right, you get into an argument with the Aries Scorpio, you go. This is your best fucking friend. You go home, it's like, what the fuck? This nigga got odd numbers now. You got a top 7. It was just a top 8. and took my ass out. You know, Scorpius, like I said, Scorpius, we hold shit on. Certain side, some of y'all was petty like that. All right. So, okay, we made back up. You gonna put me in your top 8 now? Cancers. You better put me back in your top 1. That's your Cancer girlfriend. Fuck you got a top 5 for? Who's the 5th bitch? That's my sister. Calm your ass down, Cancer woman lady in 5th grade. Cancer middle school girlfriend. Okay, I was about to say, how the fuck you gonna have me and another bitch in your top 5? I'm the only bitch. I'm the head bitch. It's that Cancer energy. Queen shit. All right. They not going for that. So some of y'all don't come from that. It's okay. It's all right. Pastor still got love for you. All right. You don't know nothing about that divine spirit. All right. So Moon enters Pisces, guys. Moon enters Pisces on Mars Day. All right. Early, 4:30 a.m. Like I said, heavy dose of water energy. We have the Sun, early degree Scorpio, Moon in Pisces. So it's some things we finna get understandings about that you ain't understanding right now. There's some understandings to understand this week. You better look at that Pisces house. The water houses are liable to have their breakthroughs this week because you got to remember the Sun and Mercury's early here. So early energy can be extreme energy. You ever met a motherfucking 1-2 degree sign? Can't sit their ass down with that energy. Can't sit their ass down. I'm a 28 degree Libra. When you bring the motherfucking 3 to 8 degree Libras around me, y'all make me feel so Scorpio-ish. It's not even funny. It's like, no, I don't want to be around all them people today, actually. I actually don't. All that shit they say about Libras relating, I don't feel like fucking relating. You's a real relating ass motherfucker. All right? And they're young Libra now is gonna be looking at me. What type of Libra is this? This nigga want to be a Libra when he want to be a Libra. This nigga ain't one of us. This nigga hesitant every time to come in a group activity. Motherfucker, we Libras, we just get on and we relate. We cooperate. All right, this nigga think too much. Okay. So them temperament of degrees, y'all. The earlier the degree, the more youthful that motherfucker is. The more excited that sign is to drive that spaceship. The later, the more elderly your ass is. All right? You's an elderly sun sign. You be taking forever to do some of the things the young sign do. All right? Young sign listening to Sexy Red, you listening to Aretha Franklin. You see the difference? You see the difference, church. All right? Young sign listening to Lil Uzi, old sign Marvin Gaye out this mug. All right? Sit y'all young degrees down. So giddy to do everything you want to do. You meet an Aries, them young degree Aries, childlike, children, kids, playful, think they Leos. Blunt, these motherfuckers have no filter. The older degree Aries, they can keep shit to their goddamn self. The older degree Aries, when you get into the mid temperament and the older degree Aries, these Aries, they can keep their hate for everybody in the world to themselves better. The young one, the Aries, you're going to struggle with that's a child. You can't keep, what aisle is this you in Whole Foods? Hear the motherfucking shit going off in Whole Foods? Hello, attention. We have a nappy-headed black child, little reckless energy on aisle 6. Is anybody looking for a reckless young black child, nappy hair, aisle 6? Yeah, that's where my Aries, where my early degree Aries. Get your ass. No, we got cereal at home. Get your ass on. Sit in the cart. This is how Aries deal with their trauma in their life. It's a lot of Aries trauma right here. Having to be told to sit down so much as a child. having to be told to control their energy so much as a child. That's most of the trauma a lot of Aries placements going through. Your hatred for your parents come from the fact they didn't let you roam in aisle 6. Ain't that is that deep? It is that deep. You don't have to hold that shit that hard, Aries. Can't be having y'all little motherfuckers just running around aisle 6. This is Whole Foods. This is not the grocery store in the hood. We let y'all get away with that shit in the hood. Nigga, this is Whole Foods. I'm a black nigga saying this. You ever be black and hate seeing black shit going around in places that ain't black, y'all? You ever get a little racist towards your own self a little bit? I be in Whole Foods, see a little black kid acting ignorant. Nigga, tighten up. You see how they looking up? We representing each other in here. Get your ass on. Black people. All right? We be having to tighten each other up sometimes. We be having to fix our crown like a mother flipper. I mean, this not the hood. These white folks, you see these fruits, you don't even know what vegetable that is. Because this not the hood. The hood don't get access to vegetables and fruits like this. Act appropriate. How old are you? What's your birthday? March what? March, okay. Damn, the moon was in the Aries that day. That makes sense. Where your mom at? Aisle 1, this aisle 7, little brother. We don't even have fruits. This is called a passion fruit. You ain't never seen this before, right? I know you're excited. All this is new to you. Sit your ass down, though. These white folks watching us. Okay? That'd be the Aries, young degree Aries trauma. Young degree Taurus, all the young degrees are liable to just lose themselves into the energy of the sign. Because, like I said, their young spirit, it's younger degrees is going to show more so of their experience utilizing that vessel. So some of y'all cusp degrees, late degrees, you get placed in a lot of extreme situations because there's somewhat of an accumulation of that awareness there. So when you jump into certain situations, like I'm a Libra Scorpio, so I know how transformative your life can be when your relationships are reckless, when your relationships are unintentional, when you don't understand how your life is, when you don't understand the values and intentions and thoughts and energies of the people around you. I know how that can transform your fucking life. All right. So that's why I get around the young Libra. I could be a little hesitant to jump into some relationship activity they into, because I kind of experienced the transformation in the next chapter, the dark side of the next sign a little bit more than you know. All right. So it's like, nigga, I want to fuck Miss Johnson too, but shit, I got to rebuke a little bit. That's why every time I come to church, I got to tell Miss Johnson to relax. All right? The younger Libra ain't hearing none of that. The younger Libra is jumping on it. All right? I got a little bit of discernment. I know what transformation. Sister Johnson married. Young Libra ain't trying to hear that. Older Libra know what type of transformations come with that. All right? That's a married woman. You don't touch a married woman. All right? All right. Can I get out of share? All right. So, but yeah, moon enters Pisces, guys. Check out the water houses. All right, it's gonna nice trine energy. Is gonna be easier to connect the subconscious around this time. So when it comes into communicating and connecting, and not just pushing out, but understanding some things that your partner or other people around you may have held in, it's gonna be easier for you to actually pick up around this time on things that's hard for people to express, right? That's one thing this alignment is good with. I ain't gonna lie. Scorpio sun, Pisces moon. This is like an alignment that's what is it? Cough it out. What's wrong? What is it? I ain't gonna lie, babe. I don't like how you be posting on social media. I don't like that shit. Scorpio sun, Pisces moon girl, she gonna pick up. I got an issue with something. All right. I might be on my passive shit as a Libra, just Libras, we passive aggressive as hell at times. We passive aggressive as hell. And she gonna sniff it out. Like, I'm sorry, baby. It's just I had to throw my little mood around a little bit. Okay. I had to jump into my square energy, my Cancer energy real quick. I don't like how you be posting. So if there's anything you trying to hold from their ass, you trying to keep it hidden, you got a different hidden agenda dealing with the Scorpio sun, Pisces moon, good luck. Because their sun and moon are harmonizing in spaces that they're both sending too many alarms to each other when it comes into red flags with the subconscious state. You feel me? So that type of is just way too alarming to let things slide from subliminal energy, subconscious energy, especially somebody they connected to. All right. So Mars Day, the lucky days are going to shift towards Pisces, Cancers, Pisces, Cancers. Who's the other water sign? Scorpios. um, uh, Capricorns and Tauruses. All right. Caps, Taurus, and all my water signs. Also, the same day, the moon is going to harmonize with Uranus. Okay, so we can anticipate we can anticipate the unexpected whenever we get the moon aspecting Uranus. Right? These are, but is in a harmonious space. We know Uranus is in Taurus, right? So it's dealing with transformative influences, dealing with our value system. All right, and then now we got the moon in Pisces. So the moon in Pisces is going to be able to bring some understanding towards things that other people you're surrounded with may be dealing with in their realities. You get to understand. We know Pisces is trying to understand the conscious collective, right? Not just relate his emotions, but have the give and receive thing going on to expand his wisdom and understand how people deal with their subconscious in different ways. Mutable water. So with Uranus and Taurus, we get to have a better understanding of other people's individual pursuits in their reality, but also learning how to react towards investing into ours, more so from a understanding what subconscious space to be in, because it's coming out of Pisces, the moon in Pisces. So with the moon in Pisces is going to deal with reacting to our subconscious, our dreams, our aspirations, the negative dark side of these things, aka insecurities, things in the past, the stand, the third, and the potential. A lot of big potential energy. So when we talk about Uranus and Taurus, we're all trying to claim our individuality, establish some type of power in our Uranus house, fight unexpected transformations in our Taurus house, right? Have our individuality challenged in different ways in our Taurus house. There's a lot of things in the past 5, 6, 7 years when it comes to Uranus. Wait, maybe about 5 years. I think I just went too crazy. 2023. I think I got in there 2016. Damn. It's been around. Damn. Yeah, it's been going on like 5 years. I'm gonna do my math later to make sure. But just look at your Taurus house. Look how many things you've been trying to fight to lay down from an individual perspective, whether it's a job pursuit, a certain value, a relationship that's in that house, any type of endeavor, a belief. You done got prosecuted for that in that Taurus house. You done been on the cross for that, family. But that's what made you stronger. Because one thing Pontius Pilate and them didn't know was that God was going to get resurrected. They didn't understand that part about your journey, family. All right. Listen, the whole world will come out to see your crucifixion, but won't nobody show up for your resurrection, family. You see how that works? You got to be able to get shamed in front of the world and rise to glory without needing the attention for it. All right? It's called humility, family. It's called humility. All right. I want you guys to wear your crown full of thorns with courageousness. Pastor got to throw some poetic shit in there now. Now Pastor got to get on his poetic shit. I want you guys to wear your crown full of thorns with courageousness. All right. Don't take that. You embrace that pain and you navigate that pain. You conquer that pain. You own that pain. All right. You can exchange that pain and receive that pain because you got the power of the Lord in your family. Can I get a shake? All right. Glory. Goodness gracious, that tremble of the Lord. That's all it is. It's just the fear of the Lord when I shake like that, Pastor. That's all it is. Don't be concerned for me, Pastor. Don't be concerned for me in this old age. That don't mean nothing, Pastor. That type of shake uplifts me, Pastor. Makes me feel alive. Makes me feel younger, Pastor. All right. That is just the tremble and the shake of that fear of God. That's all it is. When you see Sister Agatha shake like that from that glory, that's all that is, family. That's the fear of God that I fear. That's the only thing I shake for. All right. All right. Now, moving on to Mercury Day, family. Okay, moving on to Mercury Day. We know we got Moon in Pisces for the day. Excuse me. We just spoke about, sorry. We spoke about Mars Day, the moon entering Pisces. Then moving on to Mercury Day, the 25th, the moon stays in Pisces, but we have that moon harmonizing with Uranus energy that we spoke about. So that's taking place on the 25th on Mercury Day, family. All right. Expect the unexpected, especially in a positive way. Moon harmonizing with Uranus, all right? Nigga jumped right back into normal. Go from pastor voice. I don't even be giving y'all a transition into the motherfucker. I just start the next sentence. All right, you feel me? That's what we got going on. All right, family. Okay. So on Mercury Day, we got Moon sextile Uranus. So yeah, that energy is gonna take place. That energy takes place is a sextile though, guys, right? So there's gonna be a lot of new ideas, new thoughts, new feelings that empower your individuality or empower you to gain some type of ownership in that area. The one thing about Moon sextile Uranus, it kind of speed up the day a little bit. All right, it can make you a little impulsive. Uranus always gives that impulsive energy, especially if it's aspecting the sun or moon from a positive, from a positive place. It'll have us reacting to shit a little way too ahead of its time. You ain't even waiting for the motherfucker at recess to fight. You go into the classroom, knocking the bell rang. Come on, not. You know, and the teacher be like, "I dismiss you, not the bell, nigga." But the nigga be at the shit. Moon sextile Uranus. Teacher, I don't give a fuck. Dismiss these niggas. The bell rang. I'm about to go upside this motherfucker shit. Said something about my mom. All right, said something about mama love. So it's this type of energy. All right. So reactions, emotional state, Uranus intensifies it, makes it more impulsive. It might be certain things that we need to react to with some intensity that we ain't reacting to. And that moon sextile energy, also understand Scorpio is influenced by Uranus energy. That's the Aquarius and Scorpio, those are the two signs that have Uranus energy, right? So there's a lot of things with power dynamics when it comes into Scorpio life in general. All right. But with all that being said, yes, Moon sextile Uranus, it does empower us to take some goddamn power over some shit. All right. Specifically going to be your Pisces house. It's going to be your Taurus house. And speaking of your Pisces house, you know Saturn been in that mug. So it's already something that you're trying to restrict, stabilize, learn how to place time into, learn how to sustain the time you place into it. It's in there. It's in there in some type of shape or form. And if you can't identify it as kind of an issue, it's kind of an issue with Saturn in there. All right. Because it done made its mark by now. So we got that going on, guys. And then moving into Jupiter day. All right, guys. Moon enters Aries early 6 a.m. So we can there we go. There we go. This the calm before the storm. You see how the week sets us up, family? You see how this week setting us up? It's the calm before the storm. They give us all this energy. We settle into the new space, right? We start becoming more at one with things deep within us. We start realizing how deeply we do feel about something, right? How deeply we do feel about somebody or opportunity we have in our life, right? Because sometimes we be a little bit too much in ego, act like we just attract things when we want. I'm a manifester. How much motherfuckers be online and dating shows and live streams claiming I hate the word manifest now because of the world. The world done took everything from the conscious community and y'all just throw it on in these trashy platforms and make the word of God look bad. Pastor got a fit about that. All right. I have a fit about that, family. They're making jokes about our spirituality out in the world because we got some people that are not spiritually credentialized. I want to use the word credentials, but I don't know the extended word of it. There's not people that have the right spiritual credentialization for that. Pastor, do you mean credentials? Family, if you challenge me up here, I might have to just rebuke you in the name of the Lord. If you're gonna challenge Pastor like that again. You're going to take me back to my old ways, son. You know what I meant, family. It's always somebody trying to challenge God. Ain't that something? All right. But that's what's going on, family. We come into all this Saturn settle. I ain't going to say too much settle. We dealing with Mars and Pluto energy. Shit is intense. Okay, it's eclipse season. Let's not lose the fact of that. Let's not lose the fact that this is the week prepping for the full moon lunar eclipse. Let's not lose fact of any of that. All right. But then again, we are digesting the new energy, and like I said, Saturn helping to harmonize with the Sun and Mercury in the beginning of this space, this transit. That's really good. It just helps us to be a little bit more in the present, making any decisions with things that feel heavy. It's hard to be settled and make timely decisions with things that feel heavy. All right. Sometimes the heaviness of the situation can push you to feel like you have to react right away when it may possibly be a situation you can let deflate without reaction or action. And that's what we have to be able to identify, because we don't want to add extra gas to shit. And if anybody's known for adding some extra gas to some shit, Mars is known for that. All right. But we want to direct that in a positive way. So we got that going on, guys. Jupiter day, moon enters Aries, right? So they set us up, all the Saturn energy. Then by that weekend time is a free fall when it comes to what people are passionate about. It's a free for all when it comes to motherfuckers' desires. It's a free for all for what people's independently. Like just let your partners be in a selfish bag this weekend for all of that. Sun in Scorpio, Moon in Aries. Don't even. It's an individual ass weekend. Don't do no plan nothing for partnerships. To take care of your own shit, wash your own clothes, clean your own fucking room, make your own plate, wash your own ass. Do it. You are on your own this weekend with this alignment. Go find somebody in the streets that's a Scorpio Sun, Aries Moon, and try to offer them help. They might go upside your shit. Do I look like I need some help in this mug? What look weak about me? Am I out here with a sign? I'm looking for help in this mug. All right. So y'all get the point with that, right? The independent energy could be very strong. Make sure that you're using that charge towards things dealing with your personal priorities, but also once again, Moon in Aries, being proactive about things dealing with heavy energies, things you're connected to, things dealing with your resources and finances, things dealing with partnerships. Scorpio has a lot of energy still dealing with connections with others because it's dealing with involved resources. Involved resources comes from partnerships. All right. So when we talk about transformation energy with Scorpio in the eighth house, a lot of that shit is started in Libra in the seventh house. We got married in the seventh, but the divorce came out the eighth like a mug. So we need to figure out who's getting the house. All right. Hopefully you got some eighth house Scorpio placements. All right. That's going to help you win that war. All right. Whoever got the most eight Scorpio, whoever got the stronger Pluto is getting the house. Just know that one. What is you talking about? Okay. So that's what we got going on. All right. With the moon entering Aries, right? Very high temperaments. If you're making love, goodness gracious, is a good love making energy, right? It's a good love making week. It's always a good time to make love. What am I talking about? Family. All right. It's always a great time for some good harmonious love making in the name of the Lord. Ashe. Okay. And the lucky days, all right, when the moon gets into Aries, we'll move on to the fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and my fellow air signs, Aquarius and Geminis. All right. You see how quick the energies get on your ass, Libra? This is the day you stay in the house. We start the week in our shit, and by Friday, it's nigga stay in the house. Libras could get shot today just walking outside to the store. So I was planning to stay home all day. As soon as I went outside, motherfucker hit me at the red light. Ain't this a mug? Yeah, everything was. You got the moon in Aries. It's all different type of shit going on. It wasn't your day. All right, it was not your lucky day. Okay, so a lot of intensity with fixed signs to start the week. Fixed signs, y'all know y'all finna be on the hot seat. All right. Shout out to my Aquariuses, my Leos, and my Aquariuses, my Leos, and my Tauruses. Okay, you guys are on the hot seat. People are going to make you feel deeply. You're going to be forced to feel deeper and think deeper with certain things in your life, right? Taurus placements, you're going to be forced to see how things that you've been navigating in reality and how you value the things that's happening with priorities, responsibilities, career, reality, and things that you value. You're going to be forced to feel deeper on these things, become more sensitive on these things, and see if these things need to transform. And we know transformation ain't your thing. Transformation ain't your thing. We're having a full moon lunar eclipse in your sign, Taurus placements. So when it comes to things dealing with transformations, you have to identify these things because we're going to be releasing through your space. Okay. So when it comes to things in people, places, things in your personal life, you have to identify, are these motherfuckers positive support systems, and do they help? Are they getting in the way of transformation you're trying to make in your way, in your space, in some type of shape or form? Or are they things that can transform beautiful things you have in motion? Like what person, place, or thing, habit is this? Desire is this? That's what Scorpio season forces you out to do. Leos, this energy forces you to get a little bit out of not calling out surface level people, but out of the appearance and how you're seen, and more into why do I want to be seen this way, right? Why do I have this inner desire, this inner intention to project this energy into the world? Whether it's an appearance, it's an awareness, is my personality, is a creative edge, whatever it is, let me get to the foundation of my true intentions and not just get lost in being seen energy. Let me put some long-term intention behind this, right? Okay. And understand how to move behind the scenes, aka the times when I'm not on the stage. That is a critical space to the career, to the artist, right? The energies that's being reflected on behind the scenes. How many artists do you hear say, I can't make no music right now because I don't really feel like I'm experiencing nothing new in life? Okay. So this energy helps my Leo placements to do a little bit more self-reflection, all right? And that'll help develop some concepts or maybe some attachments you may be dealing with in your life in some type of shape or form, Leo. It could probably be some visions. I don't want to say visions, but pretty much it could be some outlooks you have that you need to kill and transform in some type of shape or form when it comes into this season, right? It could be a vision of something you see with a relationship potential, but it ain't working out towards that shit, right? Something dealing with this endeavor here, but you got to tweak something and transform it from that perspective. One thing about sun energy, as much as it's powerful when it comes into manifesting, because it's holding on to the vision of something, it's holding on to the awareness of something, and it's actively jumping into the action behind it. The thing is, once again, it's fixed fire, Leo. Leo's fixed fire. So when they catch that vision, they holding that shit. That's where at times, even though Leo's a little bit better dealing with transformation than the other fixed signs, because by default you're fire, and fire has a very transformative influence, right? Fire transforms fucking everything. But uh but yeah, so transformation is gonna be made from this space. All right. Maybe you need to self-reflect on how you feel, your outlook on things based off of energy you may be pushing out from a creative aspect or an expression aspect, right? And then Aquarius is Aquarius is it's funny because I was talking to somebody yesterday and they were with a friend. Their friend was in Aquarius in the background, and they was like, "Yo, I be showing my friend your videos talking about Aquarius and how you be saying Aquarius so don't got no emotions, this, that, and the third." And the thing with we all got emotions is that Aquarius will fight night and day to not be seen for their emotions. They don't like their emotions being attached to their identity, to their presentation, how they seen. That's a very vulnerable thing for a lot of Aquarius placements to have people associate them with their fucking emotions, right? They view themselves being way more logical and being able to navigate reality with their thoughts and be above their emotions, but it can come at the detriment, right? It could come to the detriment where the lack of expression can start to change reality, right? So maybe your relationship, it needed a little bit of more of that. It needed your partner to see you be a little bit more connected in a way, and that lack of expression, lack of how you feel about things, that mysteriousness, that could be a little could just add a pocket for up in the air energy, and some people can't do up in the air energy. All right, so I think Aquarius is a lot of you guys will have to step into them shoes in different spaces in your life throughout Scorpio season to be able to connect in a little bit more transparent way. Not to say that y'all not transparent, but in a more transparent way when it comes to how you feel about something, and not attach how you may feel. I mean, how you think you look doing this. All right, especially me being a man, a black man at that. Right. They swear that the hip hop culture, our environment, many different ways in the world, we have to feel like we can't open about how we feel about some shit. Listen, you try to run from the subconscious part of your life. You try to run from your motherfucking right brain and shit in your life. Listen, the more you want to run from it, the more you're gonna have a negative buildup. It's all about how we act with the energy, right? So a more spiritually evolved man is constantly identifying his emotions and how he feels, but how his character, how he displays it, how he acts, how he reacts, says everything about how he deals with it. All right. So we all need to get in touch with that motherfucker, whether you want to be seen, whether your sun sign, your rising sign, whoever the fuck you, girl, man, woman, boy, whether you don't want things being attached with your emotions, don't do yourself a disservice not being able to reflect on things that's weighing heavy in that subconscious space. We got a lot of energies helping us get in touch with that this week, helping us walk us into that space, especially throughout the midst of Scorpio season in general, family. All right, moving on into Venus Day. We just got the moon entering Aries. I mean, moon in Aries for that transit. Like I said, we got a very determined, passionate, turned up weekend. Like I said, people gonna be a little bit impatient this weekend. People gonna be real sensitive. People gonna feel attacked a lot of the time this weekend. You step on somebody's shoes, they might take it a little bit too far. You might have to tell them, listen, bro, I really don't want to have to do this. It was an accident. It was an accident, all right? Relax, bro. This don't gotta go there. Whole time in my head, I'm like, this nigga get any closer, I'm knocking this motherfucker the fuck out. So you gotta go Scorpio. You gotta be Scorpio like. I ain't gonna say don't knock the motherfucker out. It's not Aries season. Aries season ain't gonna let the nigga get the words out. Let the nigga get a couple of words out. Let a nigga play themselves, family. That's all I'm really saying is the difference. Scorpio let you play yourself a little longer. Okay? So try to have more of a subtle approach towards how we deal with our emotions, but that intensity and passion in the midst of Scorpio season in general, but especially moving into this weekend. All right. And then the moon enters Taurus. Okay. Henry getting ready for. I'm bugging out. I thought the moon enters towards the end of the weekend. This is a fucking full moon. Oh shit. See, family, even the pastor himself gets scattered with life. I'm still studying the good book. I'm still a student at the same time, family. All right. I'm thinking Saturday enter. I thought the moon entered Taurus on Sunday. All right, which is technically next week, but it's here Saturday, so we're gonna have a stream before that. I want to get into influences for Scorpio season for all signs tomorrow. All right, we're gonna get to energies for the month of November. Sometime towards the end of the week, we might open up, have a stream like sometime in the weekend, probably be mixed with the boroscope transits in some type of shape or form. All right, and then but yes, eventually sometime towards the midweek, if not Wednesday, definitely by Thursday, we're gonna have that full moon lunar eclipse energy in Taurus. Remember, guys, we said the destination started off in solar eclipse season with the sun in Libra, right? That's where everything popped off at. Okay. And we said we know the main focus is working right now from our Libra house to our Taurus house. By the time we get to our Taurus house, we're going to be able to see the accumulation of things that have developed from new intentions, from all these new spaces, like wherever Libra and wherever houses, whatever signs or house, excuse me, where Libra and Taurus are in your chart, that's where all the activities going on. That's where all the new scenarios are happening. That's where new people, places, and things are opportunities may be developing right now. All right, so when we get to Saturday, this is the peak of everything you've accumulated in eclipse season that you don't want to continue. You don't want to progress, in the rest of Scorpio season while you're changing and transforming things. It gives us way more of a better intention of what we want to transform in reality based off what we're going through, the transformations we're going through in the eighth house right now, right? We have to see that, have that balance, right? Understand the things we're setting intention on internally. How does that play out in reality? Is there some things that I'm valuing that I may have to detach myself from in order to help this transformation process commence, right? We got Scorpio, eighth house, house of desires. Taurus, the second house, house of pleasures, right? House of pleasures, house of materialism. These two houses, people with a lot of signs and planets and Taurus and Scorpio, somebody got a lot of planets in both, or a lot of planets in both houses. These people can have addictive personalities. These people can have, you can have addictive personalities having a lot of a significant placement in your eighth house or your second house by default. Just one placement, one strong placement. All right. So if you have more activity, opposite energies, planets in Scorpio, Taurus, planets in the second house, eighth house, you have to be very careful when it comes into what you attach yourself to, especially from the perspective that you may be the source that's helping feed something. You may having them Taurus placements, you may be the source of why people can feel enabled and have an attachment. You could be a provider having these type of alignments. You have the resources, you have the drugs, you have the whatever, you have the good sex. You have something that got other people fucking attached. You could be the source of it. People could big you up. That shit. It just get crazy. It just get crazy having the both influences of these two spaces. But we're gonna understand these two spaces some more throughout the course of the season. All right, family. So I hope everybody's well. Hope everybody enjoyed that service just like every other service. Happy New Week to everybody. Okay, happy birthday to all my Libras. And shout out to all them Scorpios because they about to come through and shake shit up. So if you can't get with that eighth house space, you better get out the way. Just get out the way because motherfuckers got a lot of shit to transform, transmute, identify, acknowledge, and accomplish out this mug. All right. If you ain't with that vibe, there's gonna be a shaky Scorpio season. If you with that vibe, it could be very empowering part of your life during the midst of 2023 and eclipse season, family. All right, family. Glory Pastor. Glory is his name. Glory is his name. Sister getting up with that orgasm energy again. Glory is his name. Oh my God is a good God. I say happy B-Day to all my Libra Scorpio cusp out there. Yes, sir. All right. So shout out to y'all family. Y'all know I love y'all. And y'all know shout out to ER. And I almost missed that collection plate. I almost missed. Let me just check if I missed anybody else, family. I don't like that. I don't like when I do that, family. All right. If I ever miss your plate before, excuse me, family. Excuse me. brother just scattered at times. Shout out to proud congregation member ER. Sister ER, if God don't do something good for you this week, I'm going to have a problem with God. You know that? Because you're such a devoted sister. You are such a devoted sister. All right. Shout out to everybody in the building. All right. Millicent Trader asked me what I'm doing for my birthday. My birthday was yesterday. My birthday was on 21st. I went out, like I said, I went out to get something to eat. All right. Had a couple of drinks amongst my kinfolk. All right. And I'm just riding the vibration of feeling highly divine and favored. All right. That's all, family. So once again, I appreciate all the love. Family, appreciate all the love. I am a Scorpio too. So it's my birthday ain't over yet, family. So y'all could continue to keep saying that shit for the next 30 days. All right. Thank you for coming to church. I love you. Good night, fam.